What's up, guys? MMA Life TV coming back at you. Got my boy Wani Rosari, my man Kev Benedetti, and myself, Mike Panlofini. So today, basically what we're doing is breaking down a Kimura from the guard. The Kimura, shoulder lock. It has multiple different names. It's pretty set forth. You'll see it in a lot of MMA matches, a lot of BJJ no-gi and BJJ gi matches. So we're going to break it down and show you exactly what to do. Here we go. So, if I have my opponent inside my guard and he knows what he's doing, his hands should be on me. So, this is correct, but I want to get his hands on the mat. One of the ways you can get his hands on the mat is by coming underneath and pushing his hands to the mat. So, if we take this arm here, I get his hands to the mat, I control the wrist, my legs are closed right now, but what I want to do is as I sit up, my far side arm is going to go elbow to the tricep, right in this area here. It has to be above the elbow. So, hand controls, legs come undone, roll my hips up and over. I'm extending here so that I can come up over the elbow. I don't want to be below the elbow, it has to be over the elbow. As this goes on, I'm reaching for my own wrist, I sit back down, and I keep my leg heavy across the back here. Now, where most people do this incorrect is they just try to use their arms here. If this guy is super strong, when I go to use my arms, he can fight it with his own arms. So, by hipping out slightly, I created more torque on his shoulder. Now, I can keep his arm directly on my body, and it creates more pressure on the shoulder. I'm ideally taking the wrist and putting it to the back of his head. Again, so we're in this position, get his hand to the mat, I sit up, over, grab my own wrist, heavy leg over the top, hip out slightly, keep this pressure tight, keep his arm locked. I need a bend here too, so I need a bend here. If it's straight, I would go into something else. So I keep his arm bent. If you can see, it's actually kind of like at a right angle. Now, arms on my chest, I use my whole body until he submits. One great setup from here is the hip bump sweep, if you know what that is. So I get his hands to the mat, I sit up as if I'm going to hip bump sweep. As he pressures back into me, I use it to set up the Kimura. Go right in here, hip out, go heavy, use it to control, and go into the submission. It's a basic submission, but it's one of the submissions that work if you know what to do and you know the minor details like we just showed you. Kevin Benedetti, Mike Panlofini, Wani Rosari, MMA Life TV.